Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Let's it fly. Got it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. You keep working on that fade and working and working and working, and it paid off here.
No doubt. Quarterback, receiver connection. You throw this every day in practice. You get near the goal line when the field shrinks. I got to be able to make plays in short spaces. Throw it out wide. One-on-one play. My receiver's better than your DB.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Getting some heat. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. He wants to... They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of someone.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he has taken it all the way back. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Excellent field position here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you to read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting worked on, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep. Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. He let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He'll get rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able.
And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State.